So we're going to finally end a debate that everybody in the credit card community has.
The clash
The clash of
between
titans.
the Clash of Titans. There you go.
American Express.
Versus Chase.
I'm not Team American Express. You're not Team
I'm not
Chase.
Team Chase either.
But at the end of the day, this conversation has to be had.
Very true.
So
Very true.
welcome back to another episode of
Card Smarter.
Not Harder.
I'm Stefan.
My name is Daniel, and we're going to end this debate right now. So, American Express and Chase, two of the biggest issuers in existence,
Yeah, literally.
arguably.
No, for sure.
There's so many people. I mean, you could say Team Amex, Team Chase, right? There's so many things that goes into each one of those ecosystems,
Yep.
whether it's a credit card, whether it's a welcome offer,
Yep.
whether it's the lifestyle, the app, anything like that.
Transfer partners. I mean,
Transfer
the list
partners,
goes on.
the list goes on. So we're going to talk about some of those things.
Yeah.
And essentially, we're going to decide once and for all who's better,
Who comes out to the top?
who's on top,
Who's on top? There you go.
who's going to Ricky Bobby. You're either first or you're last,
Facts.
right?
Facts.
So let's start with we have like 6 things, 5 things, 4 things, how many things?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many
For sure.
things. So let's start with probably the most obvious thing where I'm going to do my best and I'm going to try and not automatically be Team American Express.
I see. Which is going to be hard for Daniel.
Which is going to be
Obviously,
really
just because,
difficult.
You know,
How deep in the American
how
Express game
deep
I am.
Daniel is in the American Express game.
Yep,
I mean, we can go on a whole spiel about Rakuten, but I'll let
that's later.
that's
That's
later.
much later. So
But
let's start with something where I think it's very even keel.
yeah.
So let's start talking about sign-up bonuses.
Okay. Which is, I think the best direction to go in when it comes to starting. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like the number one thing that draws the people into whether or not they're gonna go Chase,
Mhm.
Amex. I
The
mean,
instant gratification,
correct.
the bang for your buck,
Facts.
the fast track to points glory, right?
I like that. I like that.
So American Express historically has, I would say, the edge,
Yeah.
but not from an on paper standpoint.
Okay.
So American Express, typically what you'll see is a welcome offer for, let's say, the American Express Gold Card, where it's valued at 60,000 points for $6,000 in spend,
Yeah.
right? If you think about it that way, Chase will have the edge because Chase has 65,000, 75,000, right? Pound for pound, that's more,
I see.
right?
I see.
So on paper, Chase definitely has the edge.
Okay. Okay.
But where does American Express raise the bar? It's with targeted offers.
Okay.
Have you ever received a targeted offer before? Do you know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
trying to think.
It's one of those things
Uh,
where, like where you click a link
yeah.
on American Express and you think that it's going to be 60,000 points.
Yeah.
You open in a private browser and then all of a sudden you get hit with a special welcome offer.
Yeah, and it's like 80,000,
80,000, 90,000.
definitely higher than your normal
right.
entry
60,000.
bonus. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is kind of where American Express edges Chase out.
Yeah.
What you get is more than 65,000, more than 75,000 points. As of right now, the gold card is up to 100,000 points.
Which is crazy because I remember when I got the gold card, that
Mhm.
was I think the most I think I got it at it was 80,000 for the intro bonus.
Yeah.
Maybe like 75. Like
Yeah.
honestly, maybe even 65.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised. So that just shows they're already kind of
Yeah.
slowly bringing it up, trying to
So on paper, Chase has the edge, but realistically, like when you put all the factors together,
Yeah.
American Express, I truly believe, blows them out of the water. So my points will go to American Express.
Yeah.
Staying objective here.
For sure.
Not only that, if you compare the Sapphire Reserve to the Platinum,
Yeah.
the Sapphire Reserve is 100,000 points.
Yeah.
The Platinum
It's like
is
200,000.
200,000.
You got double right there.
Right now, I think it's maybe 175,
Yeah,
but there was a point where I got 200,000 for
Yeah,
Platinum
100%
somehow,
Daniel
right?
did.
So like more reason where if you're looking for just that instant gratification,
Yeah.
American Express sign-up bonuses will be a little bit better.
Mhm.
I would also say from the perspective of naturally achieving the sign-up bonuses, this is where it's very, very close. But once more, American Express just gives you more time. to hit those bonuses. American Express gives you
That's true.
6 months.
6 months instead of what, 3?
I think it's 3, maybe 4 months
Yeah.
for Chase,
Yeah.
right? So Chase's Sapphire Preferred, $5,000 in 4 months. American Express Gold, $6,000 in 6 months. So if you do the math, the edge goes to American Express just
Yeah.
because you need to spend less in order to get more.
Yeah. And $1,000 every month isn't too bad, I feel like.
It's not too bad,
Yeah.
especially if you put rent on it like I do.
There you go.
But sign-up bonuses aside, right? So now that you've passed that instant gratification, you've got the welcome offer, you've got
Like,
the
yes, I
point,
got my points. What do I
right?
do? Where do I go now? Right?
So now a lot of times what people do is they'll go back to their core ecosystems. So this is where we're going to talk about what point multipliers do we get, essentially, what ecosystem has the best multiplier when you combine cards,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
No, for
Or
sure.
maybe when you use cards by themselves. And this is where I have a completely different approach to, what I normally think,
Yeah.
and I think that probably gives people the answer to what I think is better.
And I want to hear it.
I think that it's two drastically different ecosystems.
Okay.
I think that the whole form of trifecta, I
Mhm.
think, is where we're headed. That's where Chase, that's where American Express, if you even want to throw Capital One in there,
Capital One, I definitely throw in there. But the
right?
trifecta, I feel like,
Exactly. So
yeah.
when you have cards that are working together, there is no better ecosystem, in my opinion, than American Express.
Okay.
If you combine if you want to throw like the quadfecta in there, if you want to throw the Blue Business Plus, which is the 2x catch-all,
Yeah.
the American Express Gold, which is 4x on dining and groceries,
Is there?
unbeatable,
Yep.
right? If you throw the Platinum in, 5x directly with airlines,
That's all
unbeatable,
travel. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then if you on top of that put the American Express Green, which is 3x on all travel,
That's going to be for your transportation, you're taking
transportation,
Ubers,
exactly,
taxis, all that
right?
good stuff.
There's so much about that ecosystem where at this point, yes, it's pay to win. It's the most expensive ecosystem in existence,
Yeah.
but there's no faster way to accumulate points after you've gone through your welcome offer. So that's what I like to say there. Like if you use like pound for pound, if you combine all the cards together, American Express just such a does a good job of hitting every single one of your highest spends,
Yeah.
right? But here's where I think Chase is better because I do think Chase is better. The
Mm.
one thing I do not like about Chase
Yeah.
is actually the one thing that is really good about Chase.
Which is
So the thing about Chase is there's so many overlapping categories.
okay. Yeah,
So
which is true. There are a lot, 100%.
you have multiple Chase cards, right? So you had the
Yeah.
Sapphire Preferred, you
Yep.
had the OG Freedom.
Yep.
How many of those cards gave you 3x on food? All,
All of them.
all of them,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Now
Exactly.
that I think about it,
How many of them gave you like a specific thing like 5x in the Chase Travel Portal? All of them,
yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, as frustrating as it is, that's actually a hidden superpower, in my opinion, for the Chase
Mm,
ecosystem, because this is where you can kind of game the system where it really depends on what you truly need to do with your points,
I see.
where you are in your life, right? American Express, you have to pay $900 for that platinum. There's no way around it,
Ouch. Yeah.
right? But
That's
if
a
you don't
painful
want
one.
to get the Sapphire Reserve, what other card allows you to transfer points? That gives you 3x in food, 2x in travel, 1x catch all, right?
Yeah.
That's the Sapphire Preferred.
Yeah. No, it's a great point.
So I think this is where Chase truly wins because they've changed it so that you can technically have the Sapphire Preferred and the Sapphire Reserved at the same time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you don't want to have both of them, like you need to have the gold and the platinum together, which is a 1,200, almost $1,300
Yeah, yeah. No,
combination.
no, no. Yeah. Like realistically, you're going to be spending less money with that
Hmm.
preferred and that reserve
Yep,
if, if you're actually using it for what
exactly. You only
it's
need
for.
to pay $95 for 3x in food,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
You need to pay $95 to transfer your points out, right? So this is where like flexibility really comes into play for like the Chase ecosystem.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you actually have probably one of the cards that I wish I had, which
Is
is
that plain freedom?
the Plain Freedom
Yeah.
and also the Business Inc. Cash.
Oh, yes.
I was doing a little bit of research on that.
It's good. It's
So
a good one for sure.
I think when you talk about like business cards
Yeah.
as far as the ecosystem,
Yep.
this is where Chase absolutely dominates.
100% for sure,
Dominates.
for sure. And I did actually did a lot of research finding a business credit card that
Hmm.
aligned more with myself. And I think, you know, the nice part is with that business in cash,
Hmm.
you can actually you can choose whether or not you want to go the points route
Yeah.
or you want to go the cash route. For
Yeah.
me, I think the cash route was more applicable in my situation,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
everyone's situation is different. But
Exactly.
looking at it, what it gives,
Yeah.
solid for sure.
Yeah. The thing that I like about the Chasing Cash or just like any one of the Chase business cards
Yeah.
or just any one of the Chase cards compared to the American Express cards
Yeah.
is you just get all of it.
Yeah.
It's as long as you have like you pay for your phone bill, you pay for your internet,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You pay for gas, you get 5x, 5x, 2x,
Yeah.
right? The thing that I love about American Express, but also hate about American Express, specifically my business gold, is the multipliers are amazing, but I
Yeah.
have to pick two categories,
Which is
right?
slim.
For $375, I wish I had all those
Yeah,
categories,
100%. No, for
right?
sure.
But for $0, a chasing cash is $0 for those that don't know. You get all of it.
Yep.
You know what I
All of
mean?
it. No,
So if
for
you
sure.
combine that with your existing chase cards, it is so good.
Yeah.
Because for me, I use my business gold for my gas and any of my software. So like Apple purchases, subscriptions, things like that,
I see.
which the chasing cash does not have.
Which is
Wish it has
unfortunate.
it,
Yeah,
right?
that'd be nice.
But that's the sole reason why I have that card. It's literally for my subscriptions for all my Apple purchases. Like that by itself gives me so much,
Yeah. No, for sure.
right? Um, but the Chase business cards, the fact that you can apply for them over and over and over again. I think Chase just recently fixed that. Like they changed it so you can only get like a certain amount or maybe one and done. You
I
can
see.
only like when you refer people
Yeah.
for Chase business cards, they can only be referred as new business. So you can't refer people that
Who
have like
already have an existing.
existing Chase relationships.
That makes
So
sense.
that's like a slight nerf, but
Yeah.
realistically, it that doesn't matter,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
No, for sure.
Especially to you and me because we are new Chase business customers
Yeah. Literally.
potentially. Like you are, I'm
Yeah.
not yet, I will be. But
100%.
like those are just some of the things where when you talk about all the ecosystems, the fact that you could get these business ink cards, like I think one of my friends got like 5 in 1 year. And those welcome offers are nothing to, sneeze about.
Yeah. No,
It was
for
like
sure.
70,000 points, 90,000 points.
Yeah.
I think it went up to 100,000 points,
I'm
right?
trying to hit mine right now. It's $750,
So
75,000.
75,000 points
Yeah.
for no annual fee card. Let
Yeah.
me just put that out there one
Yeah.
more time, right?
Yeah. The only thing is obviously the spending. I think it's 6,000 in 3 months.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty.
I've just been like everything on the business cash.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's kind of the one thing that, the sign up bonuses, it definitely impacts the ecosystems,
yeah. No, for
right?
sure.
Because the card that you're currently working on for your sign up bonus turns into your catch all,
Yeah, literally.
and everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Right?
that's
Because
true.
if you factor in, the point multiplier, 75,000 points for $6,000 in spend,
Yeah.
if you 1x $6,000, that's 6,000 points, right? You're getting 75,000 points. So that's almost like 13x
Yeah.
at that point,
No, it's good.
14x. So
It's good.
the sign up bonus will always be the best multiplier. It's up to you, essentially, people watching this, to be responsible
Yeah.
with your sign up
Be
bonuses.
very responsible.
Um,
That's where they get you.
Exactly. And then, so that leads us to just the ease of use.
Yeah.
And that is how much actual brain power
Does
do
it
I
take?
need
Yeah, for someone to be able to navigate.
not only navigate the cards,
Yeah.
but there's credits involved.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
For me, this is going, I mean, it's kind of tied. They both suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used a platinum card at a food place. I literally used a platinum for a food place.
The roast.
I had to essentially I went onto the restaurant's website. I
Yeah.
bought a gift card
Using the platinum.
to get the credit, and then the credit reset. I go to the restaurant in person, me and my friend Ryan. We
Yeah.
go there, and then I was like, "Hey, do y'all take gift cards?"
And yeah, what did they end up
And
saying?
then the guy was like, "I think so." I was like, "Yeah, I'd have to type it in like a 30 digit
You're
his
like, "Here, man,
card.
just take it."
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah, and then what's the pin? The four-digit pin?" I'm just like, "Oh my god, dude." Anyways, and then after all that, he's like, "Cool," and then the rest is gonna be $120. It's like, "Here, take my platinum,"
Take my platinum. Let me get
because
it.
there's a credit
Yeah.
attached to this, right? So that is essentially how, like, when you talk about ease of use, if you just focus on the multipliers,
Yeah.
this is once more where I think it's even. You kind of know what goes where. You know the Sapphire Preferred is food.
Yeah.
You know the Gold is food.
Yeah.
You know the Sapphire Reserved is your hotel's airline.
For sure.
You know you're not using your Platinum card for shit except for flights, unless you have to jump through fiery hula hoops and get these credits,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? The Blue Business Plus is your catch-all. So I think that's kind of where it's very easy to differentiate like what card goes with what.
Yeah.
But I think where a lot of people mess up is like if you're buying something random at a shopping mall, what card do you use?
If as of right now, I'm
Yeah,
using the one that I'm trying to get that intro bonus offer off of.
right.
So I'm doing that one. But realistically, I mean, with the conversation of it being Amex versus Chase,
hmm
am I including my Venture X or no?
I mean, you definitely can. It's a catch-all.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. But I think it really depends.
yeah, they both suck.
Yeah, yeah,
They both suck.
they do.
It's very difficult to use these cards. Chase is more typically like your set it and forget it type of a thing where
100%.
a lot of what you get is through their portal.
Yeah,
A lot of what you get, you kind of set it up right away, and then
yeah,
it's kind of just like auto payment. So, like with Apple Music, with Apple TV,
yep,
you don't have to actually pay for it just with your um, Sapphire Reserve like
yeah,
you would with your MX Platinum with anything else.
yeah.
It's done very specifically and it's done through the portal apparently. So it kind of guides you through it. It
Perfect.
just makes life easy. Um, the travel credit is also so much easy because it
Yeah,
just has to be you buy anything, anywhere, travel, boom, you get up to
for
$300,
sure.
right? Whereas the American Express Platinum, I have to make sure that I pick a hotel for the hotel credit.
I
It
see.
has to be
Yeah,
specifically part of this one category.
the premier,
It's up to
the premier. Yeah,
$300.
yeah.
I have to make sure that I obviously the good thing is it's just one night,
Okay.
whereas Chase cards it's 2 night minimum. I was actually in Discord and they were like, "Yeah, international Chase edit, it's horrible. It's like $700 per night."
Oh my gosh, that like, ugh,
It's just so painful,
that
right?
is painful. That's very painful.
So when you talk about just like ease of use, the credits, I believe, are just so ridiculous
Yeah,
and they kind of take you out of like what your normal multiplier would be.
yeah,
And I think that's why I really wanted to like add this into like our conversation
yeah,
because like the way you use your card is totally different than the way that I use my card,
yeah, for sure.
right? The way that people have like platinum cards, the Sapphire Reserve, you don't use it the same way that you would on, let's say, the Capital One Saver or the Capital One Venture X. I
Yeah,
now have both of those cards. But like that is one of the reasons why I don't like using either of them, but it's kind of like I have to
yeah,
because I'm
yeah, yeah.
spending 8.95, seven ninety
He
five
has to. No,
for
yeah,
these
yeah.
cards, right?
No, for sure.
For the
You got to be able to juice it out as much as you
yeah,
can. Yeah, for
for the
sure.
American Express Gold, do you worry too much about your credits, or is it kind of like it is what it is type
No,
of thing?
honestly, I think I've built up the habit of just I already know what my credits are.
Yeah,
I already know I'm gonna be using them every
yeah,
single month or whenever,
yeah,
right? Resi, it's every 6 months you get the $50.
yep,
I'm bound to go to this one spot
yep,
within 6 months. I'm
yep,
gonna use that. Uber, I take every month.
yep,
Dunkin', I have my
yeah,
notification to add that $7 onto
yeah,
my gift card. So I think over time, I've had it since 2023.
yeah,
So I've kind of built up that habit of just
yeah.
getting used to it.
Yeah. So I'd say, yeah, Chase is more of like the set it and forget it type of a deal
Yeah,
where you just like use it and then it is what it is.
yeah,
American Express is typically like
yeah,
big brain maximizing playground
yeah,
where it's like you really need to juggle a lot of different types of credits where you have monthly credits, quarterly credits,
yep,
semi-annual credits.
yeah,
There's just so much. Like if I show y'all, like I'm using the phone to record right now, but
yeah.
like if you see my calendar with all the reminders that I have on like this credit resets here, this credit resets here, you know what I
The
mean?
list is long, I know for sure.
Yeah, and then I always get like obviously I have notifications specifically for that so
Yeah,
that I'm just like, okay, cool, I know it reset, right?
it's like time
Um
to spend more money.
yeah, but I have since I have two platinum cards, I have to figure out which card I use the credit on and which card I didn't use the credit on.
Yeah, that would.
then that was
That's a big one.
that was
That's
insane.
gonna get it. That is gonna get very confusing.
And then you know the dumbest thing that I did probably in the history of me being dumb, I changed the design of one platinum card to also be the mirror finish.
Oh,
So I
Daniel.
can't I I literally
Why'd you do that?
I just wanted the mirror finish.
Oh my god. He's
Uh
like, look at these two. Two
literally.
different numbers on the back too.
So they look identical in my Apple Pay. And the part that's the worst
Oh no.
about all of this is the last 5 digits, or sorry, the last 4 digits
They're the
are
same.
the same. So if I have the card, the last 5 digits are different. So the fifth to last number is a 5 and then whatever.
Yeah.
And on the other one it's 2 and then the same thing. So it's like I was booking
This guy.
I was on American Express's travel app
Yeah.
and I was booking potentially booking a hotel for Chicago for one night.
Yeah.
And it was $305, which is just slam dunk for the $300, hotel credit.
Perfect. Boom.
But then there's two cards ending in boom, 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 same ones, and I was like, shoot, which one do I use? Because I already used on the other one.
So then it's like you already spend this money on one, and then next
I'm
thing you
just
know, you're like,
guessing.
oh no, he's just throwing it out there. Oh brother.
So the good thing is you still have to enter the expiration date and the zip code.
Okay,
So
that's
if I
good.
enter the wrong
Okay,
expiration
there you
date,
go.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
decline,
yeah.
which is just like a very awkward feeling.
And imagine if
If that went through, I would have lost
they were
it
the
on the
same.
wrong card. I would have canceled it right away.
Yeah.
Canceled it right away. Um, so very difficult to use,
Yeah.
as you can see. Not fun, but you got to do what you got to do, man.
And maybe don't change the finish to have both of them looking the same.
I product changed it again, so I design changed. So
Okay,
I
that's
have the
good.
original platinum
Okay,
coming
that's
once
good.
more. American
Okay.
Express hates me.
They're like this Daniel guy.
This is dude.
He is just
Who is
stealing
this
all
dude?
the Rakuten points.
All the Rakuten
He's
points.
taking all these business or not business, but these intro bonus offers.
Speaking of which, let's talk a little bit about the finesse.
Okay.
The finesse portion of both of them is really stemming from things that you can do on both,
Yes.
but one of them, in my opinion, is way better, specifically from a points earning standpoint.
Okay.
If you think about it just from overall, I think they're very evenly matched, but I think American Express has its perks and its hype,
Yeah.
and then Chase also has perks and its hype. So starting with Chase, your ability to product change from a annual fee card to a no annual fee
It's
card.
beautiful. It's in my opinion, I think it's nice.
Yeah,
I think the way that I went through or I went about it with the preferred going down to the freedom,
yeah.
they made it pretty easy. That's my opinion. I
The
will say.
the finesse is real.
Yeah.
The finesse is
Yeah.
real. They have cards in existence that you cannot get
Yeah.
unless you finesse.
Yeah.
No, not many people know about the original freedom,
The
right?
OG. That's me.
That's him. You cannot apply for that card
Yeah.
anymore,
Yeah.
right? So
The
you
OG
can
freedom.
essentially double up on all of your 5X categories by having multiple OG freedoms,
Yep.
right? Just like how City, you can get like whatever card and then product change to the custom cash, which gives
That's
you
good.
5X on one category. There's people in Discord that have like 6 custom cash,
And they have them all spread out in different categories. Huh?
literally. So one for food, one for dining,
Literally finessing the system.
literally, right? So Chase allows you to do that to a certain point
Yeah.
where you can have multiple freedoms, you can have multiple freedom flex because you can product change quite easily.
Yeah.
Whereas American Express, it's not as good because you can only have a certain amount of charge cards,
Yeah.
right? They only have 3 charge cards: green, gold, platinum. Everything else, I don't even want to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So this is where Chase, from the perspective of like what type of finesse can you do to like one, not pay annual fees. So if you
Yeah.
don't want to pay 700, 695, whatever, 795 for a Sapphire Reserve, OG Freedom,
OG freedom.
right?
That's what I did.
Freedom Flex.
Or well, not reserve, but
Yeah.
preferred. Yeah.
I mean, even preferred. You don't want to spend $95 for the preferred,
Yeah.
OG Freedom,
Yep.
right? And the best part about that is going back to, like that ecosystem, it's 3x on food, 2x on travel, and
Yeah.
then you get 5x in rotating categories, which doesn't exist unless you have very specific cards from like city,
Yeah.
right? American Express doesn't have that point
American
blank
Express.
period.
Yep. Point blank. Period.
So that's where Chase essentially wins in the finesse game.
For
I
sure.
think your flexibility and your ability to just have similar cards and product change. Another one, the Ritz Carlton card,
Okay.
one of the most fabled cards in existence right now.
Yeah.
It is actually touted as the best travel card in existence because it is the only card that gives you priority pass
Okay.
where you can bring unlimited users or guests
Oh my
with
gosh.
you for free. And then the Ritz Carlton card, the authorized users are $0.
Which is rare nowadays.
It used to be like what the Venture X is,
Oh,
where
really?
you can have unlimited authorized users at no cost
Yeah.
and you can bring guests in for free. Here's the thing, you can't apply for it.
You have to get invited.
You have to product change.
Product change. Okay. I was just throwing that guess out there.
I mean, if there are some cards where you have to get invited,
Yeah. Yeah.
but ultimately you need to hold either the Bonvoy Boundless from Chase or the Bonvoy Bold from Chase.
Interesting. And Daniel's like, I'm already planning on picking up those guys.
No, I wish, I wish. I have other Marriott plans.
There you go. There you go.
But so one more of like the finesse games,
Yeah.
right? Where you can only get it by product changing. So
Yeah.
you have to know someone that knows this, or you just have to know what you know. Otherwise, you can't get this card, right?
They make it difficult because it's good.
Where American Express really comes ahead of the game is the upgrade, downgrade, retention offers. I've taken full advantage of this.
And I unfortunately have not taken full advantage, but I've been not screwed over by Amex. I just wish Amex could.
He just really wants the white gold card forever.
I want to keep this.
Yeah, yeah,
It's limited edition.
yeah. I would agree.
I'm holding on to that guy. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
So the reason Stefan doesn't want to downgrade and take advantage of any upgrade offers is because he will never get that white gold. And I will say the OG gold doesn't it just
It just doesn't hit.
no, it
It doesn't hit
doesn't.
like the white gold, unfortunately.
So a retention offer essentially is when you keep your card for a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
you're just like, hey, message them. I want to cancel my card
Yeah.
unless you give me something worth my while
Yeah.
to keep it. It's a way to kind of bridge the gap.
Okay.
Not many card issuers like to give retention offers, but if you're serious enough, eventually they'll kind of give in.
For sure.
I didn't get any retention offers this year. So what I decided to do is I decided to downgrade my cards.
Okay.
So when you downgrade your cards with American Express, almost within the next 24 hours, if you go to the American Express website and
Yeah.
log in, you're going to see upgrade to this card. Spend $1,000, we'll give you 30,000 points.
You're like, I'm taking that.
Literally took it.
Easy money.
So this is where American Express is better. If you don't get a retention offer, you can downgrade and then upgrade. You can do
Yeah.
this every single year, whether you get a retention offer or not.
Yeah.
So this is where the finesse for American Express truly, truly, truly is just wonderful. American Express also has something called no lifetime language links.
Okay.
So American Express and Chase, they both have essentially new language where you may not be eligible to get the welcome offer
I see.
if you've received this card or that card or that card.
I see. I see.
I have already taken advantage of two no lifetime language links, one for a gold and one for platinum. So although the gold and platinum has once per lifetime rules,
Yeah.
if you're able to obtain links where
Yeah.
it doesn't have that language, you can apply for these cards and get a second welcome offer. So for me, that's not a big deal because I'm putting rent on both of these
Yeah.
cards. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
spend does not matter. We spend like, let's say, $5,000 a month on rent. It's nowhere near that.
Yeah.
But if you spend that much on rent per month, that takes care of as many sign up bonuses as you need. So
Yeah.
that's why for me, it's going to be a free 140,000 points,
Yeah.
right? Plus the spend on rent, which is just hilarious.
Yeah.
Um,
Easy.
Chase doesn't have that. They
So
might
that's
have
where
it
it
in the
showed.
future.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. Um, so that's one of the last things. And then kind of just like my honorable mention before we head out here is
Yes.
there's some hidden multipliers. And this is essentially where I don't care what anybody says. This is me showing my true colors. This is where American Express will always win. You hear me? This is where American Express will always win.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
And this is Rakuten.
Ah, there it is. Can
Okay.
someone can we have Rakuten please sponsor this guy, please?
Please sponsor me. I'll be here. I'll be talking good all the time.
Yep.
Even when you go to Built, it's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
I'm in the Built ecosystem too. I'm
It
ready
doesn't
for it.
matter.
So when it comes to Rakuten, when it comes to Capital One offers, when it comes to Bank of America offers,
Yeah.
things like that, essentially what that does is it takes you through their portal
Mhm.
directly to Nike, and then they'll give you 10x through Rakuten.
Yeah.
And then you'll also get whatever X through American Express,
Yeah.
whatever X through Chase, through
Yeah.
Capital One, things like that. So for certain things that you typically shop for all the time, like let's say GNC for me, let's say Lululemon, right? Now with the American Express,
Yeah.
you know,
You gotta get
credit,
it.
right? When I use my Lululemon credits, when I bought like two like leggings and a bra for my girlfriend,
Mhm.
at the time Rakuten was giving, I believe it was 12x on Lulu,
12x.
and
Okay.
then it even got to 14x the day after, right? So 12x and 14x, I got like almost 3,000 points
From just the purchase of.
from something that cost me $0 because of the credits,
Uh,
right? If you factor that in, it's $75 for each purchase.
yeah.
That's 75 points, 75 points. If you think about it
That's
just
good.
from like that standpoint.
That's good. No, for sure.
And this is where that hidden multiplier, whether it's through Chase's ecosystem, through
Yeah.
American Express ecosystem, or Rakuten,
Yeah.
Rakuten is always going to push American Express
For sure.
to the win.
For sure. Yeah.
So we've talked about a lot.
We have.
Which direction are we leaning? So it's like if
Yeah.
you had to pick a winner based off of the things that we've talked about.
It's difficult. It's difficult, but I think overall, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard because I mean I'm in both ecosystems, so
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I know for you as well. But I think overall, I'd probably, in my opinion,
Yeah.
give the W to Amex.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
Daniel, what are you thinking?
So there's one category that we didn't talk about,
Yeah.
and I think I didn't talk about that for a reason. But so without this category, without the transfer partners category,
Yes.
American
Yes.
Express will win no matter what.
But with the transfer partner,
With the transfer partners,
it goes to Chase.
it goes to Chase,
It goes to Chase. Yeah, that is understandable.
right?
Very, very understandable.
And I think this is where you have the total and complete difference between the two issuers,
Yeah.
where American Express just sheer points volumes, and then the transfer partners, it is what it is. But Chase, it's more methodical. They have a smaller selection of transfer partners,
Yeah.
but there's no better transfer partner than the Hyatt.
Yeah.
There's no better transfer partner than United right now.
United is.
Those are the two best.
Yeah,
You have the biggest airline with probably the best redemption hotel chain in existence,
for sure. For sure.
right? So this is where from if I were to rate it, American Express wins just by getting points.
Yeah.
But if you need to use your points, Chase will win every
That is
single
valid
time.
100%.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So that's it. I think we've ended the debate. I think they both suck.
Yeah. Shout out my Venture X
Shout out the Venture X,
users.
bro.
Venture X is just carrying that
Literally,
premium.
I'm carrying my Venture X for the rest of my life.
Me too. And I hope they keep that annual fee and all the
Yep.
benefits the same.
They
Which
both suck. I'm gonna be an American Express forever.
Yeah.
The stuff I do with Marriott is absolutely ridiculous, obscene. Nobody needs to know about that.
Nobody needs to know.
But if I need to use my points, one of the strategies that I'm going to be doing in the next 2 years, I will probably be a Chase boy. Yeah.
Valid,
So I'm
valid.
gonna go with Chase.
No judgment.
I'm gonna go with
He
Chase.
says this in the meantime until
Yeah.
he goes back to Amex.
I'm gonna go pay for my Chipotle with my gold card here in
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
And that, my friends, is
Card smarter.
not harder.
Yep.
Yeah.